Are you guys familiar with Hoovie's Garage on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got 1.4 million subscribers, and he reviewed a Ford Lightning. If you guys aren't familiar with the Ford Lightning, it's an electric pickup truck, and he mentions that it may not be a great option if you need to tow something. So
it's not going to function as a truck.
That's the argument that he's making.
Similar to what he said.
Hoover tried to tow an old 1930s Ford pickup with his brand new Ford F-150 Lightning. The test apparently didn't go well, as the new electric truck used way more range than expected. And he quoted as saying, if a truck is towing 3,500 pounds, it can't even go 100 miles. That's ridiculously stupid. He said this truck can't do normal truck things. And I wanted to kind of pick your brain a little bit, Don and Greg, on this topic, because I know that, Greg, you were looking at the Lightning. I know that Don, I think, either ordered it or is planning on ordering the Lightning. What are your thoughts on this? Does this change your opinion? Is this a Ford problem? Is it a Tesla problem?
Or battery problem? Or what is it? Technology problem?
Yeah, EV problem.
I think it's an EV problem at this point in time, period. And it's a problem because the technology is not there yet to make batteries that are going to be able to stand up to everyday use and not be too damn heavy that the weight starts to offset what the power of the battery is.
My, I guess, thoughts are, we just talked last week because we just saw that
the Tesla semis,
right? And so the semis are expected to tow a shit ton of I would imagine, weight, and so this is create more problems than not. Don, you have the floor.
Anybody surprised by this just doesn't truly have a grasp of how things actually work. The batteries aren't dense enough. And like you said, like there comes a time where you put too much battery on there, it's a negative effect. It can't even haul itself because it has to spend so much energy just doing that. I think because I have talked about that. We touched on it last week, because I think the F-150 is perfect for everyone who has no plan on actually using it as a work truck. Like this, it is an EV thing. It's not a Tesla thing. It's not an F-150 thing. It's a battery thing. So that's why I said I'll be surprised when the Cybertruck comes out, how that actually performs for someone who actually is being touted to use that as a work truck. Because right now, towing anything, worthless. It's funny you even picked that video, because did you see Alex Jones pulled that clip?
No.
So it went viral. So he took that clip, played that guy's video. I actually watched that video, then happened to catch the Alex Jones got recommended to me. Alex Jones says Ford Lightning can only go 20 miles an hour while towing. Misconstrued everything and said it can only go 20 miles an hour. Like the guy in the video is doing 70 miles an hour towing. Yeah. And for some reason that Alex Jones video goes viral. Like everyone's talking about how these new EVs suck. They're taking it at his word.
Why does anybody listen to that guy?
I don't know. I mean, he's literally showing you the guy go over 20 miles an hour, telling you he's not going over 20.
I know.
but seriously, when we talked about the semi EV, we said, okay, it might not be able to haul long distance, but at least it could deliver bulk goods in more of a local city environment, in a better way that a traditional combustion engine semi could, or diesel engine could. Why would anybody want a pickup truck that can't do what pickup trucks are supposed to do? This is like the same reason why Jeep Wrangler came out with an automatic 4-cylinder Jeep. It's like, what is that? That's not even close to being a Jeep. And now you're going to make an EV truck that looks like a truck but can't do what a truck can do. Why do people want this? Is it just a look? I don't get it.
Have you ever looked at people's hands? People don't work anymore. Well, soft baby hands. They're not doing any work with that truck. Like,
yeah.
So the F-150 is the #1 selling vehicle. Not truck, #1 selling vehicle. We're Americans. We like shiny cheese, and we just like big things. And so the F-150 is big. So for taller people, they can fit in it. The bed is essentially just a giant trunk. So the F-150 is going to fit them even better, because now there's an actual front. There is the actual front cabin is enormous. So it's just a giant car is all it is to most people. Most people have no idea. I bet most of the trucks on the road have never had anything attached. They probably never had a trailer hitch installed. So they'll never even notice. At that point, it's a giant Tesla.
What is shiny cheese, Don? What Americans like shiny cheese?
Just
what is that?
Melted, shitty, shiny cheese. We just put it on everything.
It's called a cheesesteak, motherfucker.
Shiny cheese. I like brie, so I'm bad all of a sudden. It's Matt.
I heard that a long time ago, and it just stuck because it was so true. And he's like, you just go to America, they just put cheese on everything. And I was like, well, yeah, we do.
Because it's good.
Yeah, I fully agree with it. I didn't know it was so prejudiced. I was like, yeah.
Who cares? It's not milk anymore.
Yeah, unless it's wrapped in plastic. Like, I can't get down with the singles. I have had them, and I have had them before, but like
I don't know. That's the part I think that just bothers me because it does give a poser's mentality. I
yeah,
understand that, there is technology and you have to experiment with it. And I mean, by all means do it. You can make an EV vehicle that is super fast. So go ahead and produce that. And I think Tesla and everybody else is doing that. That works. Why do you make something that is meant to haul look like that thing when it's not? Like I can make the argument with the semis. Listen, we made this semi to see how it works in the city. It's not for distance, it's for the city, and we can build on that. I just don't see where you make an automatic 4-cylinder Jeep Wrangler and call it a Jeep Wrangler. Same thing with the Ford Mustang. You made a 4-cylinder Mustang and called it a Mustang. And now you're doing the same type of deal with the EV pickup truck that can't tow. I hear what you're saying, Don. There is, I guess some legitimacy there in the utility of a bed, but my God.
You know why? You can't get one because they're sold the fuck out.
It's wild to me, but that all goes back to what we're talking about, this poser mentality bullshit. It's either real or it's not. There's only one thing that a truck is meant to do, and that's to haul and work. That's what they were originally meant for.